Good job. Oh, dropped one. Penny's gonna help. All right, listen, we need to go prune some hydrangeas. Will you come help me?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Hey, pup. Let's leave this back here. All right, buddy, listen, here's what we're gonna do. Do you know what kind of plant this is?
A hydrangea.
Do you think this is ugly or pretty?
Kind of ugly.
Yeah, I think it's ugly too, and it's because it's been sitting here all summer and it's just gotten kind of old and it's bloomed and it's turned brown. So in order for this to be ready next spring to look nice and pretty and to sell, we got to like cut all of this ugly stuff off of it. So here's what I want you to do. This is a, can you read that? What kind of hydrangea this is?
Silver dollar
That's right, it's a silver dollar hydrangea. And we've got to prune this, which means cut all this stuff off, and I wanted to see if you could do it. So come up, about right here and cut it. Yeah, if you can. Oh, great. Good job. All right, and let's cut that one. We got 4 branches here. All right. Cut another one. Excellent job. Yep, last one. Oh, strong hands. Good job. Now, what do you think is going to happen to this next spring? What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to grow back and turn into a nice, pretty plant.
It's going to turn into a pretty plant. Show me, use your fingers and point to this, and show me where you think it's going to grow from next year.
On these branches.
It's going to grow from here. See, like right here,
Yeah.
it'll grow 2 branches like this,
Alright.
or maybe 3. And it'll maybe grow 2 or 3 from here, and here, and from here. And it'll start growing new stuff from down here in the bottom too. So think when this starts growing, it's going to be really bushy and full and big. Okay, let's see if you can do another one, because we've got like 15 or 20 of these to do. This one's got a lot of limbs on it. It's crazy. All right, do the same thing here, John.
Yeah.
All right, go. Good. Right about here. Good job. Keep going. This one's got a bunch of branches. Remember that other one had 4?
Yeah.
That was 1, 2, 3. Let's count them. How many more? 4.
5.
Now let's make this a little shorter. Let's cut it like way down here.
Alright.
Attaboy. Oh, strong hands. Good job. And
Right.
I think that was 6. All right, now let's cut this little guy off right here.
1, 2,
3,
4.
5, 6. That's right. And I want you to cut this little guy off right here too. Cut it about right at my finger. This is kind of a little oddball branch, but we're going to cut all of it off. All right. Very good. I'll just leave it. That's good. And that's all we have left. Not very nice, but it will be next spring. Okay, let's do a couple more, John. Here's another ugly hydrangea.
Oh, how many branches does this thing have?
Let's count them. I see. What's that? What's this? Count.
1,
2.
3,
Okay.
4, and 5.
Okay, and this is 6 down here.
Alright,
All right, so let's cut these kind of short, about my finger. There you go. Anywhere in there is fine. Great. Keep going. Okay, good. Now, do you think we're cutting these like really hard, or do you think this is okay to cut them like this?
It's okay to come.
It's okay, because what if somebody wanted to cut them way up here and just cut a little bit of them off? What do you think that would do?
That would, like, kill them.
Well, I don't think it would kill them, but it would make it so it was getting really tall instead of thick and bushy. So you want it to be bushy from down here at the bottom. That's why we cut them down low. Okay, just cut that. Okay, and if this plant was growing out in our yard, we could cut it exactly the same way. Let's get this crazy thing off of here. Cut it down there low. That's almost like a vine. It's kind of weird. All right, and what's this one make?
8.
That was 8? That had a lot of branches on it.
That was 7.
Okay. All right, we got one more here that we're going to do that I want you to do. All right, do these, John. That's okay. That's about as short as we want to do it, but it's okay. Let's get this little guy here. Cut it down here. There you go.
3.
Okay.
4.
Okay. It's good.
5.
Excellent. That's okay. Just leave that. We got a little weed in there. And then what we need to do is take these, because look, where this has been growing in here all year, look at it. It's packed
Yes.
with roots in there. You see that?
I just pulled
That looks
that
like
one.
hair, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And we need to put these into bigger pots, and they'll start growing into those pots this year. And then next spring, they'll explode in growth, and they'll be beautiful and ready to sell. What do you think?
Good. It's good.
All right. Well, I lost my helper. He lost interest, but I still want to show you what we're doing in order to get these plants ready for next year. We have taken the first step in pruning them, and now we're going to put them in bigger pots. And we're only putting these in bigger pots because these hydrangeas have become so root bound, and next spring, with them being root bound now, next spring they will not flush out and grow and be really nice like we need them to. So we're going to bump them up into the next size pot that I have, which is 3 gallon. It'd be better if I had 2 gallon because it just wouldn't take so much potting soil, but this is what I have, so it's what I'm going to use. And we just pot these, put some potting soil in here. It's pretty quick, a pretty quick and easy process, and you just pull these out and place them down in the new pot and fill in around there with potting soil. It's a pretty simple process, but just one of the kind of late summer, early fall nursery chores that has to be done. But by doing it now, this will begin to settle into this pot now. We still are probably 6 to 8 weeks away from our frost date here, so we've got a little bit of time for growing left and for this to start rooting into this pot, and this thing will be awesome by next spring. So I potted up just these 4 to show you, and I know they really don't look like much sitting here in these pots. They almost look like dead sticks sticking up, but I'm telling you, we will water these in and fertilize them with slow release, and by next spring these will begin to flush out, and by maybe say May or something like that, these things will look absolutely incredible. And that's why we're doing this now, is to get ahead of next spring. You cannot wait and do this in March or April of next year and have the kind of results you have by doing it now. So I potted up these here on the table behind me just to kind of show you what we were doing, but we've got maybe 20 of these left here, just like the ones I showed you. And I started the summer out with about 60 of these. I sold maybe 40 of them, and these are the ones that were left over that they were a little too leggy, or at the time when it was time to sell them, they didn't look nice. But these will be really, really nice by next year, as I explained. And you know, on our channel, this is what we do, is just show some of the things that are going on in a nursery and some of the chores that just have to be done at various times of year. So if you're interested in doing this kind of thing, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel. We love having you here. There's always something new to learn about nursery here in my backyard. And here's the finished potted product. I believe that makes a total of 28 of these, just a few more than I thought, but if you look close, they sure don't look like much. But these will flush out in these new pots with fertilizer and with water, and by next spring they will look fantastic. That's all for today's video. I hope it's helpful to you. I love every one of y'all, and I hope to see you on the next one.